Roll 2, start.
I have taken the quiz, right? Quiz is complete.
Yes, sir.
So only left the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move over. I will show you another topic since we have another class. Okay. I will show that. Okay, open the presentation slide.
Basic.
Speak up, Abdulaziz, speak up.
Okay, go to the first slide. First slide. Roll 2. Abdulaziz Abdullahi Ali. Okay. Okay, your voice is not clear.
Kor u hadal, Abdulaziz.
Cabdicasiis kor u hadal codkaaga waxba ka siiya.
Slow. Voice is very low.
Laptop voice not good. I'm going to enter from the mobile. So another student.
Sir, he say go to another person.
موبايلك الشام ديك الهذا ما هذا أصلك استعماله.
War qof kale gal buuri, qof kale gal. Mobilka uu ka xuyo qof kale gal.
Yeah.
Slide 1 tagi xay.
Is it here?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes sir. Recording. Yeah.
You go to the first slide and start.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Yahya Muhammad Sulaiman.
Full screen. Make it full screen.
What sir?
Full screen. Function key 5.
Full.
F5.
Okay sir.
Full screen.
Halka yar hoose ka balaar Yaxya. Halka yar hoose.
No, not this one.
Buuga.
Right. Go to the right.
Buuga.
كان قدام بها كان
كلا
هذا
فرا.
كله فيني سلابات دينا كهية كان شاشة.
Buuga kala fura Yaxya. Ha.
كان كده.
Okay. It's okay sir.
Okay, it's okay.
My name is Yahya Muhammad Sulaiman. I'm like 28. Today we're talking about the presentation control system. Control system, our start introduction. Definition of control is combination of value elements connected as a unit to direct or regulate itself or another system in order to provide a basic output is known as control system. Control system. It's another definition. Control system Control system is defined as a system of devices that manage, communicate directly, or regulate the behavior of artifact of system. There are many examples of control system. For example, filtration system, refrigerators, air conditioners on automatic, and so on, and so like everything needs properly, and so many others. This question is why we need for control system. There's many factors, but it takes some time. Control systems are considered as one of major aspects of current technology, and its level of industrial is leaking with the control system. Another is the basic properties and the safe possibility of application when the control is applied. The component of control system. What is component? Component, there are the two. There are the major of components defined by two. Control process and controller. Control process is meaning the part of the system which requires control, known as control process or balance. So, controller is the internal or external element of the system that controls the process, known as control. Here's some words. Input-output system. Input is a stimulate or induction of applied the control system. Output is the actual response obtained from the system is known as output. System is a managed or combination of a different physical components connected or related. There are some applications of control system. First one, power application, remote control and condition of stability. Second, there are different types control system, but we take two: open loop control system and closed loop control system. What means open loop control system? Open loop control system is a control system which control actions totally dependent output of system. That is called open loop system. Open loop system show us the control system block diagram of the open control system, which processing output is totally independent of the control action. There are advantages. Before that, we have some applications. For example, electrical hand dryer, automatic wash machine, and electrical tea machine. They have some advantage. Expensive, inexpensive. First one, inexpensive, fast responsibility, easy to maintain, or simple in construction, functionally stable, and easy to maintain. They have some disadvantage. Health disadvantage, they are integrated and high speedy state error, and damage in output cannot be controlled automatically. Negative, closed loop control system. Closed loop control system can be with the control system in which the output has effected on the input quality, in which the minor of input quality will be just based on the output generation. In this way, the closed loop control system is called automatic control system. And this diagram shows the feedback taken from the output and the feed into the input. In this diagram, have some advantage. Advantage is low speed error and great flexibility and high accuracy and the system is less affected by the noise. Disadvantage: expensive and low response. There's many differences between control loop system and closed loop system. First one is open closed loop has simple and in economy. Closed loop systems are complex and discordant. Secondly, consumes less power and consumes more power. Elastic, small widths and large widths.
Okay. Okay, guys, do you have any question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Clear.
Okay, yeah, here.
Yes, sir.
So you have not put the slide number. Okay, you should put the slide number.
Which slide number?
Slide number on every slide is required.
What's that?
Slide number 1, slide number 2, slide number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, slide number is missing here.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's I missed it.
Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that is the point, and it's okay. You can use more figure here, but figures are really okay. It's okay. Okay, please come next.
Okay.
So in the next time, put the slide number. Okay, yeah, here.
Okay, sir. Next time, inshallah. Only slide number. Next
Yeah,
time.
slide number, and the in the title slide you missed the university name. It is
No, sir. I am writing in the first section. The university name and your name and my name in first slide.
Okay, next guy. Next will be the next guy. Will be the next.
عرضوا قلبتي
يا قريك هلا.
عد كلاوس كقلبتي عد كلاوس
Yes, sir. I am ready.
عبد الحميد وقال.
أنا أسمع على وريع العز ومغلي.
عبد العزيز حقه عود كيس يا جاي تكون اني موبل.
Can you hear me now?
codka naga yarayna waa ku maqlaynaa.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So today, my name is Abdul Sabila Ali, and we would like to talk about some introduction about control system.
Okay, can you make it slide share?
No, sir, my mobile doesn't allow it. My phone, my laptop has some
Your
problem
mobile
from
does
speaker.
not allow slide. Which software?
Yeah, I'm using PowerPoint in iPhone, so my laptop has some
PowerPoint.
problem.
Can you make it full screen in the mobile?
Okay, can you see now?
Full screen.
Full skip. Full skip. Oh.
Full screen. Yes, like this.
Okay. So control system. We know control system are integral part of our life and play a very important role. So in control system, we use for simple virtual and toaster to complex power plant. Control systems are all around us, you know that, and inseparably, and it's part of our modern society. Control system occur in nature also. Human body is a good example of a complex control system because we have so many control systems by nature, like respiratory and digestive system. So first, the control system. What's control system? A control system is an arrangement of or a combination of various physical components, also called subsystems, connected in such a manner so as to attain certain objectives. Control system contains input, control system, and output. So what's input? Input, we know, is an excitation applied to a system from external source to attain an output is called an input signal. Also, output is an actual signal attained from the system is called output signal. Control action or control system is a quantity responsible for that for activation of the system. So we know control system must have things. It has input, output, and arrangement of subsystem to achieve an input as the summary here. So also we know that a control system contains, there are two types of control system, an open loop system and closed loop system. So what's open loop system? Open loop system are those systems in which the output has no effect on control action are called open loop. It doesn't automatically correct the change in the output. It's the systems that the input doesn't affect the output or doesn't have in feedback are called open loop system. Examples of open loop system are electrical hand dryer, it's an open loop system, also automatic washing machine, also bread toaster. So what's the advantage of open loop system? Simple construction and design, less economic, easy maintenance, and stability. Everything has an advantage and disadvantage. So open loop disadvantages, they are incorrect and they are also unreliable. They have some internal disturbance and also recalibration is required time to time, to change something every time. So what's closed loop system? A system which the control action is dependent on the output is called closed loop system. In closed loop system, we know that the output is constantly monitored and adjusted to a required value to the system. It's also consisted sometimes in input, transducer, the controller, also the planet or something else, also and the feedback. The main difference between closed loop and open loop is that closed loop has a feedback, but open loop doesn't have a feedback. Examples of closed loop system. Automatic electric irons is one example. Also voltage stabilizer. Also DC motor speed control by tachometer. Also missile. So what about the advantage and disadvantage? Advantage is closed loop system has accuracy. Its accuracy is high, and closed loop system reduces effect of non-linearities. It also has a high bandwidth. It also has it facilitates automation. Disadvantages of closed loop system is as complicated in design and maintenance costly. It has a bit costly. It has also problem of stability. So here is some comparison of open loop system and closed loop system. We already tell that open loop system has no feedback, but closed loop system has a feedback element. And it has no error detector in open loop system, while closed loop system has an error detector. And open loop system is an accurate, but closed loop is accurate. So open loop system is also high sensitive to parameter changes, and while closed loop is less sensitive to parameters. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Who is the next guy?
Yes, sir, I read. Or,
Right, roll number? What is your roll number?
17, sir.
17. It is Mithun Paul.
No. Who is this? 6. Or 6 ready.
Okay, Mithun, ready?
Hello, sir.
Okay. More than 17 word. Okay.
Not 17, 6 as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mithun, full screen karo.
Hello everyone, my name is Mithun Pal. ঠিক আছে স্যার এখন
ফুল স্ক্রিন করো।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে,
স্যার করছি দেখা যাচ্ছে না
হ্যাঁ দেখা যাচ্ছে। ওকে,
Hello everyone.
কন্টিনিউ।
Hello everyone, my name is Mithun Pal. Level 6 in I read in Dhaka International University, Tifle Department. Today our presentation day. My presentation topic is basic discussion of control system engineering. First of all, discuss control system. Control is a process of closing a system variable, compromise some desired value. A control system is an incarnation of the components forming the system configuration that will provide a system response. And now we discuss control system engineering. Control system engineering discipline to that and place control theory and with desired behaviors. It is the diagram of the control system in the car. For example, driving is the car influence controlling the wheels that follow the desired path to achieve safety at a function. If you drive the car yourself, you are perform manual control or use the computer to do it. Then you have a built and automatic control system.
What happened? He disconnected.
Maybe internet problem.
Net problem. He came back. Mithun, are you hearing?
Hello, sir.
Share again.
Maybe it's a net problem.
Okay, share again. Okay.
এই পর্যন্ত না
আরো আগে। Previous slides.
দেখা যাচ্ছে
হিউম্যান সিস্টেমের আগে এটা ছিল।
it is
Previous slide এ যাও, previous slide.
human system আগে ছিল স্যার এটা manual automatic control system.
Okay, carry on, carry on. He has problem.
Yes, not verbally.
Okay. He can give it later. And another guy, you start.
You see now, sir?
Yes, yes, I can see you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. أولاً, first, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Second, today is a presentation day. This is my topic. My name is Ibrahim Dar Farah, roll number 9, batch 28. This course name is Control System. My presentation topic is Chapter 7, Steady State Error. And the first slide is what is steady state error? And steady state error is defined as the difference between the desired value and the actual value system. When the response has reached the steady state, we can calculate the steady state error of the system using the final value theorem. The second is the diagram of the steady state error. This one is the diagram electrically for you. The second is causes of steady state error. And first is imperfections in system components such as static friction, backlash, and amplifier drift, as well as aging or deterioration will cause error in steady state. The second is steady state error is the difference between the input and the output for a prescribed test input as time tends to infinity. To infinity. And what is steady state is what is steady state error in control system? The term steady error is used for the error that occurs between the set input to a control system and its output after it has settled down to its steady value. The steady state error is a measure of the occurrence of the control system as in tracking a command input. This on the cost study graph. So this, how do you control steady state error? This shows the steady state error can be reduced by increasing the gain. However, achieve zero steady state error, the gain will have to approach infinity. Therefore, for a first order system, a proportional control cannot be used to eliminate the step response steady state error damping ratio. And what is steady state error? State error of BID. Image result for steady state error. Steady state error is the final difference between the process variable and the set point. A phenomenon called it integral when the average result is when integral action saturates a control without the control, driving the error signal toward a zero derivative response. And symbol of BID steady state error. Sources of steady state error symbol. This one is a sample of sources. The last one is advantage for steady state error. Many unnecessary services signals from outside system. The change in the performance system due to parameter variations reduce it. The steady state error in the system can be used, and so many. This one also disadvantage. The system is complicated by the increasing number of components, such as sensors errors, and also the overall gain of the system reduced and must be completed. The system may be not stable and it may be oscillate or depart greatly from the desired output. Also, the error detector is necessary in order to compare two states. If there is a chance of output, it will be affecting the system input. This is lastly a slide, and I hope you can see very well. That's the end.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, then you can read. You can read.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, another who will give now?
Roll 12, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. cabdixamiid ma adaa galay roolkayga la qoree
17.
Yeah, the Hamid 17.
Okay, Hamid, you'll give. You will give. Hamid.
Hamid, yeah, Hamid.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay, Hamid, give it.
Assalamu alaikum, my dear sir, classmates. My name is Abdul Hamid Tahir Abdullah. today we have a presentation, and our sir Muhammad Talib use my address. The presentation today is steady state error. Steady state error introduction, steady state error, and steady state consistency as system type. So the first, the target is to find error and drive away from control, and then control is assigned into target of between the server, transit response, steady state error, and deployment. Definition of the steady state error is the difference between the point input and output of prescription test input T infinite. So this is a test of graph of waveform, name, physical interpreter, time, and Laplace information. So the form and step are constant and that formula. Also, these stuff for use, for example, satellite exploration missiles, and all these things we use for still errors. Successful or steady state error will mainly rise from nonlinear sources like gradual or series of responsiveness of motor unless the file exceeded the threshold. But only threshold of steady state error from the input system and input IDP profile. This is the steady state error for the step input having 1, 0 error and output 2 having a steady state. And also this is an example of RAM input one of the steady state of graph, input and output of graph. So this generally transform function, equations, and how to work this, where E of S is equal R of S minus C of S, there is true error. Where E of S is equal R of S is equal A of S minus C of S, equating error. Also, this is a volleyball of understanding other than the second order system of steady state. Also, this also levels transform properties and graphs and formulas and how it works. And then this is steady state error and feedback system. Steady state error is a stem of T of S for closed loop system. And this formula is applied for E of infinite limit of R of S by the 1 plus T of S, where S equals 0, that's the equation of the errors. So system type is defining like the value of the static error constant depending on the form of T of S, the input. The number of your integration in the forward that system type corresponding to the order of the N in the demonstrator, or the number of integration of forward type that N 0 and 1 and 2 have 1 or 0 system. Is the design of system control system of steady state error. So input here where N is less than or equal 1, at least one ball is described from the table before, and at least one integration in the forward path. If there is no integration, none of 0, N is equal to 0, and the result of the steady state. So for the step in feedback system, there will be 0 error if there is one integration in the forward. And these are images forward. And lastly, steady forward from 2 most powerful technologies. This page describes transfer function of state, pattern, and vice versa. And then this is the example of state of state, one of the examples. And also we have calculating this example of system where T of S equal 10, S 20, S plus 30, 5 by S of S 25, so 35, 5 plus 30, 10. The value will be like this. This is the state error non-feedback system where we are as a system fully added together. The future will be like this. So thank you, sir.
Okay. So do you have any question? Other?
No, sir.
Okay,
Come
Ibrahim.
Abdulhamid.
Okay, thank you, Ibrahim.
Abdulhamid.
Hamid, thank you. Okay, now who will give?
Sir, me, roll 12.
Okay, 12.
Yes, sir. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Abdullah Muhammad Abdi. My role is 12. I'm my batch 28. Today I want to talk about the stability of control system. I will try to start my presentation. If I will make a clear definition for stability of control system for introduction, the stability of control system is defined as the ability of any system to provide a bounded output when a bounded input is applied to it. We know that. So I will make a short definition for stability. A system is said to be stable if its output is under control. Otherwise, it is said to be unstable. Okay.
Yeah.
Stability is considered to be an important properties of a control system. We know. It's also referred as the system ability to reach the steady state. A stable system produces a bounded output for a given bounded input. Then I will try to clear for this figure. The following figure shows the response of a stable system. Next. This is the response of the first order control system for unit step input. This response has the values of between 0 to 1. Okay, if I will make a clearly as it is an important characteristic, thus the performance of control system shows a high dependency on stability. So it is bounded output. We know that the unit step signal has the value of 1 for all positive values of t including 0. So it's bounded input. Therefore, the first order control system is stable since both the input and the output are bounded. Here we have three tables of based on stability. First, absolutely stable stability, conditionally stable stability, marginally stable stability. If I will start the first absolute stable stability, I will make introduction for this one. Okay, if the system is stable for all range of system component values, then it is known as absolutely stable. We know that is a part of tables of system stability. The open loop control system is absolutely stable if all the balls of the open loop transfer function present in left half of its plan. Similarly, the closed loop control system we know is absolutely stable if all the balls of the closed loop transfer function present in the left half of this plan. Okay, I will make for a further introduction of absolute system stable. An absolute stable system is the one that provides bound output even for the variation in the parameter of the system. We know this means it is such a system whose output after reaching a steady state does not show changes irrespective of the disturbance or variation in the system parameter values. Okay, I will talk about the next part of system stable, marginally stable system. If the system is stable by producing an output signal with constant amplitude and constant frequency of oscillations for bounded input, then it is known as marginally stable system. Okay, if I will make a Farah introduction for marginally, also we know that another name of this system, critically stable system. A marginally or critically stable system is the one that generates a signal which is oscillate with a constant frequency and amplitude when a bound input is provided to it. If also we talk for these oscillations are known as a sustaining oscillation. Okay, the open loop control system is marginally stable if any two bodies of the open loop transfer function is present on the imaginary axis. Similarly, the closed loop system, the closed loop control system is marginally stable if any two balls of the closed loop transfer function is present on the imaginary axis. Okay, I'll talk about conditionally stable system. If I will make a Farah introduction for this system, a conditionally stable system gives a bound output for the only specific conditions of the system that's defined by the parameter of the system. The system is stable for a certain range of a system component values that it is known as conditionally stable system. Thus, we can say here the system exhibits stability only under particular conditions. And if that particular condition is violated, then the system generates unbounded output. Conclusion, in this chapter, let us discuss the stability analysis in the S domain using the Rothe-Hardis stability criterion. In this criterion, we require the characteristic equation to find the stability of the closed loop control system. Sarah will finish my presentation.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions? Others?
Okay.
Okay.
No, sir.
No. Okay, thank you. So, thank you, Abdullah. Mohammed Abdi.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, so who will be the next guy? Who left? Okay, by the way, roll 8, roll 10, where are they? Do you know? Yeah, here?
Maybe there are
Yes, sir.
Where are your other friends?
Sham Wujabda.
Sham. Okay, I will be called now, sir.
Just call him because from the next week your exam will be started. Right, so
Yes,
this
we know,
week is our only chance to take representations or other things. Okay, Thursday you have a class, so we'll discuss how the exam will be taken and what will be the syllabus, those things. Okay, in the next class, Thursday. Okay, and Mithun and Diba, Monir, they are left.
Yes, sir.
And Mithun, তুমি শেষ করো।
Last message this is, sir.
So far, roll 2, roll 14, roll 9, roll 12, and roll 17 have been completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you know well whose friends are left.
Thank you,
So
sir.
inform them and contact me or join now quickly.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
যেখানে শেষ করছো এখানে শুরু করো। জলদি
ফার্স্ট প্রথম থেকে শুরু করতাম।
না প্রথম না, যেখানে শেষ করছিল ওইখান থেকে।
হিউম্যান সিস্টেম।
হিউম্যান সিস্টেম।
এখানে শেষ করছিলাম স্যার।
হ্যাঁ।
Finikius, regulators, blood glucose level. Adrenaline automatically generated to increase the heart rate and oxygen in glucose rate oxygen in time of flight, and pick up the object and place it at a for determined 36 degrees Celsius. The block diagram of the control system. Component or progress to be a control can be represented by a block diagram. The input-output relation represent the crossing a effect of the progress. Input progress get real output. Control system can be classified into two categories. It is first of all is open loop control system, the second is closed loop control system. Now we discuss open loop control system and closed loop control system. An open loop control system utilizes an acting device to control the progress directly without using feedback. And closed loop control system use a measurement of the output and feedback of the output signal to compare it with the desired output or reference. An open system. An open loop control system input to the plant does not in any way of the output of the plant. Relatively simple and consequently
Quickly. Mithun, you are taking too much time. Quickly finish it. Wrap it up.
It's a low cost with generally good reliability. It is the block diagram of the control system. An application of the open loop control system blend toaster, hard cooking, heater cooking over electric hand dryer, automatic washing machine, light switch, etc. And closed loop control system. A closed loop is one of the which control acting of the show how different of the output. Feedback is the variety of closed loop system which permits the output of compared with appropriate function of the output and input. It is the block diagram of the closed loop control system. Application of the closed loop control system, this type system, guided missile, iron, autopilot system, etc. And control system by design focus step of the control system design focus. Example with missile launcher systems, boiler general system. It is time bearing control system, timing bearing control system, linear system, non-linear time bearing control system, whose parameters vary with that. When parameter does not vary with time and are called invariant control system. A linear control system as a control system which does follow the homogeneity and superposition, and non-linear control system as a control system. Sir, huge amount of net problem, sir.
Net problem.
প্রচুর পরিমাণে স্যার, ওই এত ঘরের ভিতরে থাকে না স্যার, বাইরে যেতে হয় নেটের জন্য। ক্লাস করে দিন বাইরে করেছে।
ঠিক আছে,
আমি স্টার্ট করি, আমার অনেক প্রবলেম করতেছিল।
ঠিক আছে। Okay, start quickly.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum. I'm a student of Department of EETE. Today is the presentation day. My presentation topic is time response. Here is the content of those topics I will discuss. Time response, poles and zeros of a transfer function, first order system, time constant, rise time, save time. Here is the graph of time response. First, we have to know about time response. What is the time response? If the output of control system for an input varies with respect to time, that is called time response. Time response consists of two parts. One is transient state, another one is steady state. What is transient state? After applying input to the control system, output takes certain time. That is the transient state. And another one is steady state. The part of the time response that remains even after the transient response has value of its known as steady state. Poles of a transfer function. Poles of a transfer function are the values of the Laplace transform variable that cause the transfer function to become infinite. And the same thing is zeros of a transfer function. Only one the transfer function to become zero. This is the difference of poles of zero of transfer function. Here we see the first order system. What is the first order system? First order system can be described by the transfer function. Here is the RS is the input, and the Laplace transform of the step response is CS. So we can rearrange the terms. CS is equals to RS into GS. RS into GS and equal to A divided by S into S plus M. Here is the pole of plot. This is the waveform of time constant. Time constant we call 1 by A, the time of the response.
Okay. So do you have any questions?
No, sir.
So who left?
No, sir, no.
It's okay. Diva, it's okay. Fine. Role 3, Munir is absent.
Rule 10 is present.
Role
Sham
10.
Sah.
Role 10.
Yeah.
Ismail. Ismail, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Ready, sir.
আমি এখান থেকে স্টার্ট করব
না তোমারটা শেষ লাগবে না সময় নেই Diva, you can finish now. No problem. Close it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ismail, you start.
Yes. Firstly, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Share your slide. Ismail, share it.
You see, sir?
No, I can't see.
Okay, one minute.
Mr. Chair.
Just wait. We have to wait few more minutes. Yes, now I can see. Okay.
Okay, first, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome to my presentation. And my name is Muhammad Ismail Muhammad Colton, and my presentation is the control and system and control system. And first introduction and system and control system, and input the simulated or extension applied for control system from an external sources in order to produce it in the output is called input. Output and the actual response and obtained from the system is called output. System and is a system array is an array of a, or an combination different physical components connected or related, such as a manner source as the form entering unit attending and create objective. Control means regulated and directed common systems so that in the desired objective as an example and input and output and picture and come and computer like this and input and output. Control system is an interconnection of components and form the system's configuration that will be provided and desired system response. And advantage of control system or power amplification, remote control, profession and of inputs from convention from the distributed. And my topic is a class and open loop and closed loop. So first, the classification of control system, open loop and closed loop, linear or non-linear, time and firefighting and time and firefighting. And I topic is open loop and control systems. And open loop and control system utilizes and devices to control the process directly with using feedback. This diagram of control. And open loop system is application. Washing machine is electrical bulb, and electrical hand dry, TV remote control, electrical cloth dry, volume and stereo and system. Advantages and simple construction and design and expensive and inexpensive, fast response, easy to maintain, general stable, and consistent using to output is difficult to measure. Disadvantage high state error, not an immunity to the distribution. Any change output cannot be corrected automatically. Closed loop control system is a measurement of the output and feedback of this signal to compare with desired input reference of command. Closed loop control system is application. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thermistor, heater, and sensor, solar system, voltage, stability, auto engine, inverter of AC, tube and water and control system at a power and stations. These examples. Advantages: less sensitive to the noise and distributing less teaching and state error, great flexibility of the operating by symbol gaining adjustment and something by reading control. High and error and arising to corrected due to pressure and presence of feedback signal. Closed loop control system are more accurate events and presence of linear disadvantage, complexity, expensive, slow responsibility, feedback and need and to an extreme responsibility of a gain and distribution due to present feedback. Stability is much a problem and more care is needed to design and stability close of loop system. It's a difference of a loop and closed loop. As simple economic complex close and open loop in count and closed loop in count. They are general stable and open loop and my oscillated and become unstable. And open loop, the change inputs due to an external distribution are not corrected. Closed loop, the change output due to external distribution are corrected automatically. And thanks. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, do you have any questions? Others?
No, sir.
Finish, sir. Maybe finish.
So I think those who have present have been presented already. And some guys are missing. Roll number 3, Monir, and roll number 8.
Yeah.
And roll number 8.
মনি নেটের কারণে ঢুকতে পারতেছে না অলরেডি মনে হয় মেসেঞ্জারে মেসেজ দিয়েছে
Roll number 8 is also missing. Rizvi, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
রিজবি
Roll
is missing.
18 and roll 8. Who is the roll 8?
8 নেই স্যার রিজবি তো
Hafiz, sir.
8 के 8, 8 का 18.
18 স্যার না এখন তো 16
8 के 8, roll 8.
The rule 8 Rizvi and rule 18 Shufan.
স্যার রোল আর রিজবি 18 হইতেছে আরেকজন
Okay,
Shubham,
both guys are
yeah.
missing. So 3 guys are missing. Whatever. So
18, 3, and 8.
8, right.
Yeah.
3, 8, 18. 3 guys are missing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they can give the presentation in the next class if possible. No problem.
Today.
Okay. No, not today. In the
Next
next
class.
class. Next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
That's
sir.
Thursday.
Okay,
Because
sir.
Thursday is your last class.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir. So Yahya Wahala.
Thursdays, I will give you the suggestion and I will show you a simple thing in the Thursday, inshallah. Okay. So whatever.
Okay, sir.
So let me tell you some mistakes what I have seen from your presentations, that you should write the slide number in every slide except the first slide. Okay.
Okay,
You should
Sir,
the
sir,
slide
I will make a slide number. I will make.
Okay, in the letter, no problem. So do not do it in the upcoming courses. Okay, teachers will deduct the mark, but I will not deduct the mark. But in the next courses, your other teachers will deduct the mark. Okay, so very careful about it.
Okay, sir.
Be careful about the spelling. The spelling of the sentences, words, those are important. If you do mistake, then teachers may cut your number. Okay.
Again, sir. Again.
Wrong spelling. Wrong spelling. The spelling of the words. The spelling of the words, make it correct. Okay. And in the presentation, you should give it to the point, not like the narration, not like the paragraph. You have to write to the point. 2 point, 3 point, 5 point. All these things will be no need to present in the bullet form. Okay, not in the paragraph form. Okay. Am I back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You come back.
My network also has some trouble, giving some trouble. Okay.
Okay, sir.
No problem, sir. Okay, come on.
That is the thing. So I have taken the attendance already. So it's okay.
Okay. Allah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. See you in the next class, inshallah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.